Hello guys and welcome back to our channel Barca Admirers for yet another episode comprising all the latest news updates and transfers roundup related to Barcelona. In this particular episode, we've brought the comments of a former Barca manager to the light as the club keep on selling Messi's Barca shirts throughout all of their official stores. Meanwhile, a reliable Portuguese outlet has confirmed the arrival of Samuel Umtiti to a Portuguese first division club along with many more such updates. So make sure to watch this video till the very end without skipping over any part. We have a small request for our audience. Over 80% of our channel's viewers are consistently watching our videos but without subscribing to the channel. As for our subscribers, only 28% of them have turned on all the notifications for the channel and enabled the YouTube app notifications. So those who haven't yet done so, please hit that subscribe button, press the bell icon, select all and then enable the YouTube app notifications to keep enjoying our videos. Now before we begin, a small shout out to OneFootball. If you are a football fan and want to stay updated about the plethora of latest news coming up in the vast world of football, then OneFootball is the best app for you. Be it the latest news updates, transfer rumors or update about club or international football, OneFootball has got it all covered. It is completely free to use and its biggest perk is that it gives you real-time match updates whenever a game is being played out, and whenever there's a major incident in the game, you will be notified by the app. You can select your favorite club and it will suggest you personalized articles. In my case, it's definitely Barcelona. Be it game statistics, current form of your team or individual performances of your players, you get it all. La Liga, Champions League, English Premier League, Serie A, World Cup, Bundesliga, League One, MLS or AFC Champions League, everything you want, it's here. So go ahead, check it out. Link to download the app is given in the description of this video. For the first and the biggest news update of the day, we have a crazy report as published by Spanish news publication Marca. It states that only in the last 24 hours, over 832,000 licensed jerseys of Lionel Messi have been sold out, which generated approximately $90 million of revenue for Paris Saint-Germain. For this, Messi will be paid a total of 70 to 80 million euros in the next 2 years as a percentage of the humongous revenue generated by his merchandise sales for the club. As far as Barcelona are concerned, Cadena Ser reports that the club have not yet notified their stores to stop selling Messi's Barca jersey despite seeing an 80% drop in the shirt sales overnight. Up next, we have yet another report on Messi as published by Spanish news outlet Sport. It states that Leo Messi had agreed to collect only 10 million euros net for the upcoming season with the aim of reducing the immediate strain on Barcelona and giving them time to sort out the wage bill. But in the end, none of that is going to happen anymore. Coming up in the next one, we have some more heartbreaking comments of Lionel Messi that he made in his latest interview with Parisian journalist Guillaume Belay. He said that they were anxious and couldn't sleep the last few days, especially after Barca announced that Messi would not continue at the club. Leo further said that it was his dad Jorge Messi who came home and broke the bad news. He had been with Laporta all morning and at that moment, Messi really felt down. He told his wife, they both cried and then they had to tell the kids. At that point, they were all feeling very low. Of course, they still had to find a right way to inform the kids of the bad news, because in December, both Leo and Antonella had told them that they would be staying in Barcelona. They knew how hard it was going to be for the kids, especially Thiago. He might be enjoying right now, but he is definitely like his father, suffering inside and not showing it on the outside. Moving on to the next news update, we have yet another report published by Spanish news publication Sport. It states that Barcelona are convinced that Memphis Depay will be registered ahead of the game against Real Sociedad. The club believe that it will be possible because of the structure of his contract. He charges more in variables than in his fixed base salary. Meanwhile, another Spanish news outlet La Sexta claims that Emerson is already registered for La Liga because he was a Barca player since 2019, officially on loan at Real Betis. Going to the next one, we might have a piece of good news as reported by Catalonia Radio. It states that Pedri Gonzalez is doing extremely well physically in the preseason. He is one of those players who, the more he plays, the better he is. In fact, the midfielder recorded his best physical data of all of Spain's Olympic Games matches, especially against Brazil in the final game. Both Pedri and Eric Garcia trained with the rest of the group this morning. Oscar Minguez, of course, was left out due to his injury. Speaking about young talent, it was stated in the latest report of Spanish publication Mundo Deportivo that Yusuf Demir, one of the sensations of the Barca preseason campaign, will have a prominent role in the first team in the initial stages of the new season. Manager Ronald Koeman values his performances very highly. For the next news update, we have a debatable comment made by former Barcelona manager Quique Setien in his recent interview with Spanish journalist Joan Martí. He said that what he found in Barcelona he did not see in 40 years of his footballing career. The dressing room was not happy at all. He had lost all interest in training the group. Next up, we have official confirmation by La Liga and the RFEF that Hernandez will be the referee for Barcelona's first match of the season against Real Sociedad. Of the last 7 Barca matches officiated by Hernandez, Barcelona was only able to win just once. For the next one, we have an update on the ticket sales situation of the Camp Nou. Spanish news outlet RAC1 reports that socios have only requested 15,280 tickets out of the 25,000 tickets available for the Barca-Real Sociedad match. The club will announce this Thursday if a draw is needed in any of the areas into which the stadium is divided. The leftover tickets will go on sale at the club's official site. In yet another report published on the situation of the Camp Nou, top-tier Spanish journalist Joan Martí claims that Barcelona have spent 1.8 million euros in repairing the Camp Nou. There were 119 serious flaws throughout the stadium which put the fans and their lives at risk. Overall, there were 900 points of deterioration that are still waiting to be fixed. This is where we conclude today's news roundup. Now moving on to the transfers section, at number 1, Mundo Deportivo reports that Ronald Koeman has asked the club to sign another forward after Aguero's injury and Messi's departure. The club will do everything possible to satisfy the request of the coach. However, as per the report of Sport, Ronald Koeman had asked for 2 signings, a midfielder and a striker instead of 1. He met up with Ramon Plains and Mateu Alemany to discuss it, but they told him straight away that it was impossible. For the next transfer update, we have a report by top-tier journalist Gerard Romero. It states that Samuel Umtiti thinks it is high time to leave the club. The Frenchman is going through a difficult time emotionally after receiving whistles at the Joan game. More good news regarding Umtiti, as Portuguese news outlet Record Portugal reports that Benfica are all set to make an offer of 10 million euros to Barcelona for Samuel Umtiti at the request of Jorge Jesus. That's all the news we could collect for you today. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, select all and enable all the YouTube app notifications. We have always been overly impressed by your response to our videos. So in this episode, we have decided to set a target of 550 likes. Please Qlers, help us reach our target on this episode as well. Now that's all we have for today's episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya.